The Royalty Elite.
How you doing? My name is Caujuan Mayo. Today we have a special, how should I say, do things a little bit different today. Today's not really more about sales, but it's more about the power in your words and the words that you use. And I'm going to show the importance of using these when you're using the words that you pick for your gems. Okay, so when you're going about thinking about what you want to pick for your phrases and for your sales pitch, all right, I'm going to show you that the words that you choose can make all the difference in your conversions and in in how people perceive you and your business. All right. So for instance, when a person says, when you was growing up, you was taught sticks and stones break bones, words don't hurt, blah blah blah, right? But that's actually false because I could punch you in the eye. You can get a black eye. Everyone will notice. They're like, "Oh my God, what happened to you? What happened to your eye?" And then after about a couple of weeks, a couple months, maybe a year, whatever the case may be, no one ever even noticed that you've ever been punched. You would have to tell people, "Yeah, a year ago I was punched in the eye." They're like, "Oh, really?" Your eye will heal back up. No one's the wiser. You don't tell them, they would never know. But I could say something to you that could be so hurtful that you never forget. You remember for the rest of your life. It affects the way you move. It affects the way that you maneuver. It affects the way you do business. It affects everything. It affects your relationship. Your mom could have told you she wished she never had you. You'll never forget that. Those words would just be stuck in your brain forever. And that's the power in your words. It shows. So 3 years ago, and yes, believe it or not, 3 years ago, I did an experiment, and it's the water rights experiment. I don't know if you're familiar with it. If you're not, you can go look it up on YouTube. But I did an experiment, and the experiment was to show the power in our words. And what you did was you wrote positive stuff on one jar, you wrote negative things on the other jar, and then you speak. When you're angry, I'll speak into the negative jar. But when I'm not angry, or when I'm feeling good or excited, or I'm in a positive mode, then I'll speak to the positive jar. Okay. And this went on for 3 years, and I've documented my journey throughout these 3 years. But then it got to the point where it was like, this is going on for a while, months days is turning to months, weeks is to months, days turn to weeks turn to months turn to years now. So then I started spacing it out. It was like I will only show it every 6 months. Okay. But then after some years started passing, then I was like, all right, I just started showing it once a year. So I'm going to show you the before and afters. As you see, I've been going back and forth in the clips, and you're going to get to see just where we are now. Now, if you look in the background, you can see that the rice jar is actually behind me. And this is actually a 3-year anniversary. I started this 3 years ago, I think 2014 in November. Okay, so November 2014. Okay, I started this experiment. And I just want you to see, and I've never opened up the jars and did anything different to it. This is both jars were done at the same exact time. So let me tell you, give you a rundown. I put rice in both of the jars. Okay, filled them both up with water, sealed them, wrote positive things on one jar, wrote negative things on the other jar, spoke to them both periodically, and then that's it. And this is the results 3 years later. You see that? Now I'm gonna just break this down because it's phenomenal when you really break it down. This is the hate jar, and it looks pretty disgusting. Okay, see it's sweating a lot. It's real dark. You see something else is interesting. You see right here where I wrote "hate you." You notice it's darker in that area than the rest of the rice. Look when you turn around. See how it's a little lighter back there, a little lighter. And watch this. Watch when you get back around to the hate. See? A little lighter. It starts getting darker. Darker. Look where the hate is at. Dark. Okay, that's like the most like hateful word you can say. Like, what's more hateful than hate? And then look what you end up getting out of that. And you see all these negative words, right? But then look at this. Positive jar. 3 years. Just starting to sweat a little bit at the top. But you can still see it's pretty white still. Look how white that is. I mean, is that not amazing? But more so, Is that not confirmation that what we say can affect a lot in the world? So that right there goes to show that it can affect a lot. Okay, it can affect a whole lot what you put out there. So let's break this down to an advertising standpoint now. If your words is powerful and your words can affect something as much as 2 jars of rice, then what is your words saying when you put out your message out to the masses? Okay, then what kind of message are you giving when you putting out your message to the masses? When you put out your gems and you putting out, are you going for the hard sale? Are you going for the, hey, 50% off, come join, come and walk into my business today? Because if you got that message, would it be as powerful to you? Would it make you want to come into their business, or would it turn you off and say, look, someone's spamming me? Okay, so think about the power in the words that you put out. So if you could put out something that could trigger emotion, you could put out something that's going to make someone want to click on that message. Okay, so now that's the way you should be thinking. You should be thinking the whole time, like, okay, what am I going to say that's going to make a person want to actually click on this message? Now, I want to get a sale. We're not worried about sales right now. We're worried about giving, triggering an emotion, getting action, to get a reaction, putting out an action to get a reaction. So that's what you're trying to do right now. You're not trying to go for the hard sell. You go for the sell after the first point of contact, and then you talk to that person, and then you follow up with them on the phone. That's what I'm gonna go for the sell. I go for the close on the phone. I go for the close in person. I don't go for the close at first touch, because I'm already knowing that people do business with people, and they got to get to know me as a person first. So I'm going to put out the necessary words to get them to come back. So when you're thinking about your gym message, keep that in mind. Okay, when I'm putting out my messages, I'm always putting out something that's more to stay vague, to pay curiosity. Like I might put up something like, have you picked up your gyms yet? Because they don't even know what a gym is, and they're like, "What gyms?" And it's making them curious, so that makes them say, "Okay, let me go see what gyms you talk about. You talk about diamonds, you talk about some jewels," and they see it all. You talk about Royaltie gym, don't know what that is. They look at the presentation, now they're educated. Now I'll call them. You see what I'm saying? I might put something like if I'm at a convention, and let's say the convention with XYZ convention, I'll put welcome to the XYZ convention. Make sure, if you see me, don't hesitate to say hello. And then when they click on it, it'll be maybe taken to my mobile business card. I'm not even going for the sale, but what I am going for is I'm going for the greet. I'm going for the meet. So when you see me and you see me walking around this establishment, you go, "Oh, that was the guy that was on my phone," and it's going to start a conversation. After it starts that conversation, then I can go for the sale afterwards, because now I've gained your trust. You might even ask me about the device yourself. "Hey man, how'd you do this? How'd you get on my phone?" And then I'll explain to you how I got on your phone, and then now I can go in for the sale. See, that's a lot stronger than me going in for the sale right away. "Hey, welcome to the XYZ convention. If you want to know how I got on your phone, click here." Yeah, some people are still going to click there. Some people are still going to be curious on to how I got to their phone. But it's also going to be a lot of people where that's going to just look like spam, and it's going to go into the spam box, so they're just not going to pay no attention to it. So be mindful when you're doing your messages, because like I said, there's power in your words, and you can put the necessary words out there that'll trigger the emotion that you want, that'll trigger the reaction. You put that action out, and you get the reaction that you was looking for. All right. So with that being said, I hope this, helped you out. And if you want to join my team, which is the best team in Royaltie, I'm the top earner in Royaltie. We got the top team. And if you want to hit the New Year's right, I know it's Christmas season, so you got to take care of that family. We can't compete with Saint Nick, and I don't want to. Go ahead, get the kids some toys and things like that. Take care of your significant other. But the New Year, let's hit the New Year right. Let's hit the New Year, going out and make your New Year's resolution that you want to do better than 2017. Let's make 2018 everything. So we can start doing that with Join Royaltie and join the Royaltie Elite. Hit the link below. If you still want to talk about it, you got some questions, by all means, call me, 619-306-9453. It's my personal phone number. I always answer. If not, then leave a message and I'll definitely get back to you. All right, with that being said, it's Caujuan Mayo. Have a blessed day.
The Royaltie Elite.